So here we are. We're just going to make some little flowers and leaves with some soap dough. I'm not the soap dough queen. B at Sorcery Soap is the soap queen master magician. So if you want to go over to B's channel, she'll show you everything you need to know about soap dough. This is just some of my soap that's seized. I'll still let it saponify overnight, and then I cut it into small pieces and popped it in just a plastic bag like this, a Ziploc bag. And I've taken some out today because I want to make some little soap flowers. Now, if you haven't got the strength with your hand to squeeze the soap dough like this, I mean, obviously you can use both hands, but what is really useful is these wooden hammers. They're really good for getting all the little knuckles out. When you're making your soap dough, you want to keep squeezing to make sure every little lump is taken out of it. So I've been massaging this for about 10 minutes to get it to where I want to be, and it's there now. So I'm just going to pop it on there. Now I've got some cutters here. I've got a flower. I've got a smaller flower, and I've got a leaf as well. I have got a bigger leaf, but this mechanism's coming out and it's just not working. They're not the best. I mean, I guess they're probably okay for, you know, icing and things like that, but you need to be a little bit heavier handed for soap dough, I guess. But again, I don't know. B would tell you. So I've got a cute little rolling pin here out of a set that I got from Morrison's Sugarcraft tools. So if you're looking for those, you should be able to find them on the cake aisle, the baking aisle. If you can't find them there, then you'll easily find them online. Now I think I've just rolled this out. It's too thin at this end. I don't want very thin flowers. So I'm trying rolling it into a ball this time and just squeeze it in the centre. Just like you would with a piece of pastry, or if you were making some biscuits. One side seems to be smoother than the other, so the smoother side is the side I'll keep to the top. Now I have obviously got some other lumps of this. And I will be making more flowers than I'm actually going to show you. But just for the purposes of it not being boring and me making flowers for an hour, I'm just going to cut a few different ones out. So I would say it's about 2 millimeters thick, maybe 3. We'll see when we press this out, if it comes out. Oh yes. Oh, and what's really cute is it actually, I was thinking I was going to need to bend the flowers, the petals up, but it kind of does that on its own, you see. So that's turned out pretty well. We'll just do a few more of those and see, hope they all turn out the same. Yeah, because I'm going to decorate some cupcakes with these flowers, and they might not all be yellow. I might put some coloured micas on them, like especially on the leaves, but I'm going to need quite a few to make a full batch of cupcakes, because I don't just want one on there. I'd like quite a few on there. This is going to take me ages. So I'll need at least one of these larger ones for each cupcake. So let's see how the smaller cutter works. It's just a little tiny cute one, and you could push a sugar pearl or something into the centre. So they're working very well. I'm really pleased actually. I'll make this my last small one, and then we will make some leaves. So I think this was the medium sized leaf. There is a bigger one there, but probably that would be too big for Cupcake Soap anyway. So this is the one that's broken, and I've tried to see if I can fix it, but I don't know, it's a bit fickle. Ah, right, now what I see with this one is the soap is too thick, so I'll need to make those a little bit thinner. I'll just cut one again and show you. It doesn't cut right down to the bottom, so I'm having to tear it off around there. I mean, they'll still be okay, but I just need to roll it out a little bit thinner. But they're quite cute. I mean, it puts the you know, typical leaf design on there. I see how this one's just curled a bit. I think it looks kind of cute like that. So let's see if we can do the same with this one. And then with the leftover soap, we'll just squeeze all of that back together again. And roll it out. I'm sure B uses cornstarch at this point, you know, like you would sprinkle ice and sugar or flour on top of your fondant, or flour on top of your pastry before you roll it out. I think B uses cornstarch. So as I say, you'll find out if you go over to her channel, because she's got loads and loads of videos on soap dough. So I'm just rolling this out a little bit thinner, and what you're trying to do is make sure it's the same thickness, the same depth all the way around. Right, let's try again. And when you press down on this, that's what puts the leafy design on there. No, it's still similar. Maybe that's just how it's going to be. I'll just roll it out a bit thinner and see what happens. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I think that's definitely a better thickness. And again, just all your leftovers, just keep squeezing them down, rolling them out. And I'm going to just use the small flower punch for this one. So you see how long it would take if I was going to do a video making like 100 of these. Well, we can actually count how many I've got out of just this small piece of soap. Would you like to see it a little closer? This is a lovely little job you can do while you're sitting down, watching the TV even. Right, so far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 34 pieces out of one little piece of soap like that, which might look massive on there, but it's probably 2.5 inches in diameter, if that. So I think we're definitely going to get 40 out of it, but I'm not going to bore you with making more. But we'll come back and have a look at how many I've done once I've finished. So here we have our large flowers, and I've got 58 of those. I actually haven't counted the small ones, but there's quite a lot. But I guess we could count them right now, because what we're going to do is we're going to paint the centres with a little bit of hot pink mica. So So I've got a tiny little bit in one of those small bath bomb molds. And just dip the colour in and then pop some in the centre. And there is nothing that looks nicer with yellow than hot pink. I mean, all pink and yellow just looks so beautiful. Now, making soap dough is incredibly time consuming and it's far too much effort for me. I did enjoy it, but it takes a long time. And if you were counting that into the price of your soap, it would be a lot more expensive than what I sell it for. And just in case you don't know, if you are a new viewer to my channel, I do actually sell all my products that you see on the videos, but most of them are only on sale for like a month or a couple of months. Sometimes it's just days, sometimes it's more than 2 months. But yeah, they're all for sale, and then we do something different and load those onto the website. And if you're overseas, you can just buy one slice of soap. That's worked out quite well since I started doing post office shipping. And it doesn't take anywhere near as long as it used to. I think it was like after 9/11, everything was crazy security wise, especially in America. Other countries weren't so bad. Australia was okay to send to, and Singapore and places like that. And just hello to any very recent new viewers. Let me know, pop a comment down below and let me know which country you live in, or even which town in which country. I love to know where all my viewers are from, and I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Soap making has taken off unbelievably in the last, say, 8 years. And when I started on YouTube, Soap Queen TV was on there, and thinking of people that actually do. Oh, my head hasn't been in the way, has it? All that time? Oh, I hope not. Maybe not, but so yeah, I was just saying that when I started YouTube in 2010, it wasn't because anybody else was doing soap making videos. It was just because I thought, oh, I'd like to do soap making videos. So I went on and had a look to see if anybody was doing it, and the first person I found was Cherie Lynette. All the old soapers know who she is because she was the main soap maker, I think anyway. She was the main soap maker on YouTube at that time. She doesn't do videos anymore, but her videos are still there for you to watch. Also, Soap Queen TV, of course, she was around. there was another lady, but I just cannot remember what you called her channel. There was Beanie from Fox Run Soap and Sundries. Her channel was mostly about foxes, but she did do the odd soap making video as well. And she was a big part of the community, and she's just come back onto YouTube actually, and it's so nice to see her. I love to see all those older faces. And then since then, so we're talking literally really 3 soap makers, that's all there was. And there were like another couple that had 1 or 2 videos. One just made very, very plain melt and pour, and that was natural something. Natural soap, maybe, I can't remember. So I think I'm right in saying that. So I'm just babbling on, passing the time while we paint these. It really does make them pop though, doesn't it? So of course when people leave YouTube, like, you really don't hear much, well, you don't hear anything at all from them. So you don't know what they're doing or whether they're even still alive. I'm sure they are, but they are missed. I know I wasn't on YouTube for years, not doing regular videos like I used to. And in the olden days you could only do like a 10-minute video, and you couldn't join videos together like you can now, you know, where, like, such as this video, you'll see me making these embeds, and then you'll see me pouring the soap and piping the soap. They're all different scenes, I guess you would call them. They're all different scenes in the video, and now you can join them all together and have really long videos. And you didn't get paid for videos in the olden days. Not that you get paid much now. So you got to do it for the love, really. I think there might be a couple of soapers that make really good money on YouTube, but I'm not one of them. In fact, it's something I've been going to do for a long time. If you watch the next video, I'm going to do a video and tell you, I'm actually going to show you how much money I make on YouTube. How about that? But don't get too excited. But the proof will be there. I'll actually show you the analytics. I know you know I'm telling the truth, because I've always been so honest with all of you. Right, that's my babbling done. While we make these pretty flowers, let's have a closer look, shall we? And they'll look so nice stuck on my cupcakes. But it's not the type of soap I will do very often, if ever again. So if you want any, pop on the website and you can buy some. Bye bye for now. No, it's not bye bye for now, because we've got another scene coming up now. So I've just popped all of the flowers in there. You see I had piped some pink ones as well. I don't know whether I'm going to use those. I'll probably just use the yellow ones. And we're ready to mix up some soap with some colouring. We're using the neon yellow from Mineral Makeup Ingredients. Now your soap, it would set, is without colour, it would set to a creamy colour. So I'm hoping this will make it just a nice lemon. Just like the flowers, really, is what I'm hoping for. And I'm using a mix of fragrance today. Floral with a little bit of fruit in there. I'm not going to fill these containers up. I'm just going to half fill them because I actually want to pour some pink in the centre. So that when we cut into the bar, we've got a lovely pink centre in the bottom. So I wanted to use full Daisy Dip fragrance from Silk Magic. I've already used some of it, so I've had to add some other fragrance just to bulk it out a bit. So I've actually put Love Spell in it, and it smells gorgeous. The Daisy Dip fragrance, it's quite a fast mover. When we say that in soap making, just in case you're new, it means it makes the soap set really fast. Go solid, you know, instead of it being fluid and runny like this. So I'm going to mix up some pink now. That's my knife falling on the floor. The last time I dropped it, remember, I snapped the end off it, didn't I? That was a long time ago. So I'm going to use hot pink because I love it. And I'll start at the end that we started at before and just pour it right into the centre. That way, when you're looking at the cupcake, when it's finished, you won't be able to see the pink. If you lift the cupcake up though, you'll see the pink on the bottom, but not around the outside. And putting that Love Spell in there has just made the batter more fluid than it would have been so it's given me a bit more time to get all of my cupcakes poured. Nice spring smell. I haven't quite mixed up enough, so we'll just make a little bit more. Make sure you don't miss any. Actually, it's thickening up now, but we're going to be really lucky and just get them all poured perfectly. Right, so we're going to leave those to set, and then as usual it's exactly the same batch. Every time I make a cupcake video, someone asks this question: do I make the frosting separate? No, I don't. I make a full batch and basically split it into two. That's what's left in there. Split it into two. The first half goes for the cupcake bases, and then the piping, which is what's left in the pan. But by the time these have set up, that should be ready to pipe on top. But I always suggest the best thing to do, and I do still do this, is let them set up first. Don't put your fragrance into your leftover batter until the bottoms have set. Thick enough. They don't have to be rock hard or anything, just thick enough so you know that they're going to hold something heavy on the top. If I was to pipe on there now, the soap would just fall into this batter that's in your cupcake bases. So I don't know if I've ever said that before, but that's just a useful tip for you. Again, it's all the mistakes that I've made in the past because I'm so impatient. Put the fragrance into the soap batter that's in the jug, and then it gets far too thick to pour a pipe onto the bases, and then you end up with the bases flooding over the sides of your silicone mould. So hope that's a useful tip for you. Okay, so we're ready to do some piping, and we're using a round nozzle today. And the soap's thickening up already. I feel like I'm putting too much on. I think that's a bit better height wise, because once I get the flowers on, they're going to look absolutely enormous. I really love the round nozzle, the way it pipes, but it is more difficult to use than the star shapes. You can also just put a blob in the centre like that if you want. And that way you don't end up with a hole in the middle. I think I've told you before, it is quieter at Eden's Secret than it was in the past. I don't know whether that's because there's so many more soap makers out there, or whether soap has been a bit of a fad. I didn't think it would be. But I've had a look at two shops that I used to supply on a very regular basis, and they both closed at the beginning of this year, so I didn't know, but you know, I know shops, many shops open and close, so you just presume that because they're not ordering anymore they've actually closed and they've not let you know. So I don't know what's going on really. So I'm being dead honest with you, I'm not even half as busy as I used to be. So it is a bit worrying. I mean, what do you think about that? You know, are you a soap maker that isn't as busy as you used to be? I'd love to know what you think. And I mean, you know, I used to say that there's enough room for everyone. I mean, it is a massive planet and there's like 8 billion people nearly live on the planet, so there should be enough room for all of us. But I think, you know, since this recession started, I still think we're in recession because people are not spending money like they used to. I mean, there is something nice about not being as busy, because it was very stressful when it was so busy. Like if I got visitors, I did not want to see them because I didn't have time. I literally made soap from 6 in the morning till 9 at night, or packed orders, you know. That's how busy it was, and I only got Christmas Day and Boxing Day off, if that. I always take Christmas Day no matter what. So yeah, just interested to know what your thoughts are. Are you busier than you used to be? Or just the same? You know, in the olden days, I say the olden days, I'm only talking like 10 years ago, other soap makers really would get on my case about sharing information on YouTube. And I understood that, you know, I understand that. I didn't give everything away in those days. Now I give everything away. Because I actually didn't realise that that's why people came to watch my videos. I mean, I know a lot of people come to listen to me as well. I don't know why, but if you love to hear me talking, I think that's fantastic. I'm really, really grateful, as I always say. So, yeah, yeah, interested to know your thoughts. I mean, the thing is, I gave a bit of information away, but there are many others that have come and give so much more away than me. And again, I'm not complaining about that. It's just the way things go, you know. Everybody's entitled to do it the way they want to do it. And if I hadn't done that, I mean, I wouldn't have all these lovely new friends that I've got from around the world. And I love the community spirit. I know it's not always perfect, and there is a bit of mean-spirited people out there, but the good people far outweigh the miserable ones. I think in the UK we're even more careful because of this Brexit thing going on, and I do believe Brexit's going to happen no matter what, so I could be wrong because I don't know everything. Don't know anything about politics or anything like that. So that's enough babbling on about that. Let's get these soaps decorated, shall we? And we'll start over at this end. The best way to do it is just tip them out onto the work surface. I don't know whether to put one on the top or not. So you're doing this while the soap's a little bit soft, and I kept these, obviously I've kept them in a container overnight, and that way they haven't dried out at all, but they will dry out. There, how cute. Now, I love that, but as I said, it's far too much work for me. I don't know whether to put any glitter on these or not. I mean, that yellow glitter is beautiful. So I think I'll put some glitter on before I press the flowers on there. So let's just do that first. And this is Glitter Express Disco Glitter Neon Yellow. Oh no, it actually looks nice. I was thinking if I just have this bit with glitter and then the flowers not glitter, it actually looks nice with the glitter on the flowers. So I think we'll put the flowers on first. I mean, I doubt you'll want to be bored stiff watching me do this on 20 odd cupcakes. So I'll just show you a few. And then I'll show you them all right at the end once we've unmolded them. They are super pretty, super pretty. They'll sell straight away, these ones. I wonder if I can do fast forward so I can just be quiet and do this and just fast forward the video so you can see me doing all of them. Let's try that. This is oh no, I don't need to talk here. But if you can hear me, this is the best consistency, perfect consistency for doing this. And you can't do it until the bases have set. Okay, here they are, unmoulded. Are they probably the best cupcake soaps I've ever made? They are so cute. I'm in love with them, and I think they are worth the extra work. A lot of extra work went into them, but I think they are so adorable. And I've got a fabulous announcement to make, that every single video where I'm making a product, I'm going to give one of them away. And all you have to do is comment, like the video, and be a subscriber to my channel. That's it. I'll choose which comment I like the best. It can be anything. You don't have to be singing my praises or anything like that. Something that makes me chuckle, or yeah, of course, something you write that's really nice and sweet. But I'll choose the comment that I think is my favourite for that video. This was John's idea, not mine. And I thought it was a brilliant idea. It's not going to cost me too much to send a free soap to someone, or a free product to someone anywhere in the world. I'll pay the shipping as well. So from now on, every single video that I'm actually making a product in, I'm going to give one away, probably to you at some time, and you will be able to be eligible on every single video. Just because you might win one time doesn't mean you can't win it the next time. I wished I'd had... YouTube used to do this fan thing for top fan. I don't know if they do it anymore. If they do, let me know, because I really also would like to give a product to my top fan, but I don't think you can do it anymore. Anyway, if you can, let me know. You know how I am with technology. I'm not brilliant at all. So in the next video, I'm going to actually cut one of these up, because I'm going to do cutting videos as well. They seem to be really popular. I know it probably seems like a shame to slice one of these up, but I can always give it away as samples when people purchase orders from the website. If you want to buy these cupcakes or any of our products, our website, no, my website is in the description box below. It's just me and nobody else. I'm on my own making products here, and I like it that way. Okay, so I'll see you all very soon. Thanks so much for watching. I'm very grateful. Wherever you are in the world, let me know, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye for now.